There are so many amazing movies from 2021, and just because romance is my favorite genre, as you might not know, I thought about creating a list of top 10 best romance movies from the last year, which you should definitely see. Number 10, The Last Letter from Your Lover. Directed by Augustin Friesel, the premise of The Last Letter from Your Lover is pretty interesting, centering on a journalist who discovers a series of letters that recount a deeply intense love affair in the 1960s.
I came across a letter. 1965, illicit love affair.
She gets obsessed with the letters and let her get immersed in the fascinating tale. Like who didn't? The movie is one of the most well-praised romance film from the last year that is said to have great performances and pretty good writing. It is available on Netflix, and as it seems, not many people have seen this already. Number 9, Benedetta. Pretty dark from the other peaks of this list, but Benedetta is a roller coaster ride. It's fast. There is always something happening and it's oddly engaging. Set in the 17th century, it's about the forbidden affair between a nun and a young girl in the church.
Tu es belle. Tu pourrais voir ton reflet dans mes yeux.
A part of the erotically charged romance tale, it's much more about religious controversies, dark superstitions, and violence. And to say all these features doubles the impact of the movie and the romance in its center. Number 8, To All the Boys, Always and Forever. The third installment of the To All the Boys series, this one too got a loved response from the audience. This time the story is about Lara, the lead character of the film, returning to her hometown in Korea without Peter and planning for her future about whether she will have to leave him. As like the other parts, this one too is complimented for the performance of Lana Condor, who always seems to bring in a charm in the film and give this a really different direction from thousands of other rom-coms out there. Number 7, The Map of Tiny and Perfect Things. Exactly like the 2020 movie Palm Springs about a man being stuck in a time loop, this one too kind of follows the same road. It's about a man stuck in one single day finds another girl in the same situation, and as they meet each other, they try to find out what's their great to live on this never-ending day, and also try to find the way out of there.
This is gonna sound really strange. I was wondering, are you experiencing any kind of temporal anomaly?
As much as the storyline is really interesting, that much it's said to be well executed as well, with timely humor and pretty charming moments. Number 6, Bergman Island. Directed by Mia Hansen, Love Bergman Island is a movie that no list of best romance movies of 2021 will probably recommend you because it's pretty far from mainstream. The story is of a filmmaker couple who visits Bergman Island, that is to say simply is kind of the museum of the great filmmaker Ingmar Bergman, and you know Ingmar Bergman, forget it. Spending their time in there, they reflect on each other's new movies that they have been writing, in which the woman Chris's story is where the romance lies. Even though that's pretty short in length, it's still highly engaging.
So we're all going to the beach. You want to join us?
I don't want to be in a group. I want to be with you.
Number 5, CODA. Though it's kinda much more about family and all, but the romantic structure in between is pretty engaging. CODA, that forms Child of Deaf Adults, is about a teenage girl who is the only member of the family who can listen, and more terribly, she has an interest in singing, like literally.
You're the girl with the deaf family?
Yeah.
And you sing. Interesting.
Though as I said before, it's not much highlighted in the romance tale, but it still can be belong in the genre without a doubt. Number 4, In the Heights. In the Heights is about a young man who has to choose between two things, retiring and going to a different city or stay in his Washington Heights. This musical drama has a pretty interesting and unique setup where these people find their happiness through music and dance. There have been a lot of musical from last year, and every musical mostly have a romance tale. This one was no different, with a special story between the lead Usnavi and Vanessa. Number 3, The Worst Person in the World. This Norwegian picture, directed by Joachim Trier, about a young woman trying to find solace and beauty in her life through various relationships, is as romantic as it's realistic. It runs through the character of Renée Reinsve as Julie, who finds love and heartbreak through her own choices. This film is very real but still unbelievably beautiful, or maybe to say very sweet, maybe because Renée Reinsve is so beautiful. Like, look at her.
Let's go party.
Okay?
Okay.
Ha det.
Ha det. Vi var ikke utro, da.
Vi var ikke det.
Vi var ikke det.
Nei.
And outside of her, the performance of Andreas Danielsen Lai, one of the most underrated actors from the last decade, was also fascinating.
Lever. Lever i leiligheten min sammen med deg. Og at vi skal ha det fint.
Number 2. Wheel of Fortune and Fantasy. Yet another film about love and obsession that too will not many people recommend you as the best romance movie of the year. This Japanese picture is divided in 3 stories, all centering in the topics of love, loss and obsession. It's pretty detailed with dialogues and quiet moments that sinks its audience in and see through all the characters. It's much more of a realistic romance film if we can think of such a genre, but you should definitely see it. That's all.
相手の核に触れたなっていう気がしたのね。それに私のそういう部分にも触ってもらえたっていう感じがした。
なんかそれもエロくない？
そう、わかった？
Number 1. West Side Story. Remake of 1961 film with the same title. Steven Spielberg's attempt is still unique with modern style, beautiful use of color, amazing choreography and great camera work. The story is well known and pretty famous. It's between 2 people who falls in love with each other but from 2 different street gangs of the town. It's a massive love story filled with crime, drama and all that comes in between such a tale. And overall, it's pretty much the best romance movie of 2021 from multiple aspects.
The first gringo boy who smiles at you.
I never seen you before. You're not Puerto Rican.
Is that okay?
So that was the quick video. Share your own opinions down in the comment box, or also if you think that I might have missed some movie, but then that's just it, and thanks for watching.